I want to make sure I'm not coming across like my actions are okay, and that's why everyone else's should be. Or worse, that my actions are okay and no one else's are. That's not what I'm trying to get at all. Hello everybody, my name is Broken Chico, and welcome to episode 2 of World of Warcraft. This episode does actually have a theme, and I wanted to talk about gold selling and the act of power leveling, namely gold selling, and oh, there's that rare again that we killed before. Let's see if we one-shot him again. Yep, we did. Alright, so I want to talk about gold selling and power leveling, but mostly just gold selling because that's something that's actually personally affected me, and I wanted to give my opinion on it. So to start off, I'm not actually against it, but it's not that I do it or use it. It's just the act that I think that people should be able to get what they want if they pay for it themselves. It's just like paying for the game. But for power leveling, I don't think that's kind of right. I think that's just kind of more on the cheating half. Like buying gold, someone had to actually go out and farm it, and I'm talking about legitimate gold, not the hacked ones, which is admittedly about 80% of it. But I mean legitimate gold. If someone goes out and farms it, I think they should have the right to sell it or to keep it for themselves, and I think someone who wants to buy it should have the right to buy it without being punished. Although people who buy gold don't usually get banned. I've got a number of friends who have done it before, and none of them have ever gotten banned for it. Although I do know people who have sold gold that have got banned because I've seen companies actually go down and lose a lot of stock. So, yeah, selling gold definitely not in Blizzard's interest. I don't know if they got some kind of deal with certain people or what it is or the way they catch people, but they do. So, it's definitely not advisable to try selling gold, at least not as a public thing. If you want to sell it to your friends and all that, that's like same with power leveling. I think if you're doing it within your friend group, it's okay. I remember I had an Ion character back when I played Ion, and my friend also played it, and I was going away for the weekend, but I really had to get this video out for a previous channel I had run like 3 years ago, but it got shut down due to copyright reasons, but that's another story for another day. And I asked him if he could level me up, like 5 times, and that would take a couple hours, so I said, hey, I'll give you $10 or $20, I can't remember what I paid him. But I think that's okay, because that was, it's like, it's not going through a third party. I don't know how to explain it without sounding weird, or sounding like my actions are okay, but everyone else shouldn't do it. That's not what I'm trying to imply. That's what I'm trying not to come across as. But really, what it is I think that as long as you're doing it without disrupting the flow of gameplay, or like disrupting the way the game works, like hacking accounts or botting or anything like that, I think it's okay. Although I'm not for power leveling, if people want to do it, I'm not going to judge them on it, because I guess it is your choice, your money, your time, your account. Although your account and everything is owned by Blizzard, that's not what I'm trying to get at. This is a free rant here, so no justifying, or not justifying, no judgments made. Anyway, that leads on to my story as to how gold selling affects me, and how it did affect me, and how it actually led to the creation of this channel. So, to start off, back in the day, not really that long ago, actually it's probably about 6 months ago, I remember exactly how long, I was playing Path of Exile. And I really liked Path of Exile, and I still do. I probably would do a Let's Play on it on this channel at some point, but for now I'm sticking with my WoW. Anyway, I got pretty far into Path of Exile, and I started farming a lot of items. And I contacted a website, which shall remain nameless, but if you figure out the rest of my story, you could probably figure out which website it is if you tried, because it's a pretty unique system. And I went to sell my stuff because I had way excess, and I wanted to buy some points or tokens or whatever they were called in Path of Exile to get some cash shop items. And I thought, hey, this is a great idea. I got tons of Chaos Orbs and Exalted Orbs and all that. And if you don't know what that is, that's a very high form of currency in Path of Exile. Or at least it was, I don't know about now. Anyway, I went onto their website and said, hey, can I sell some items? I contacted their live chat thing because they didn't have a sell thing. And they said, yeah, they'd give me 40% of what they were selling it for, which, not the best price, but I couldn't argue because it was like $3 an orb. And I was on Hardcore League, so I got quite a bit for it. And I went on my merry way. Now, there was a problem when I was making my deal, that they couldn't pay through PayPal. Because I don't know what their exact reason was, but they just said that they weren't supposed to. And I thought, okay, that's fine. How do you want to pay me? And they suggested Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. It's kind of a, I don't know if it's that legit or not. I personally haven't looked enough into it. I did a marketing class report on it for one of my classes in school, but I really didn't get into the legitimacy of it. I just went into what it was and how it served its purpose. And I sold it for Bitcoin. So I got 0.12 of a Bitcoin or something, which was $12 at the time. And that was worth about, $12, like I said. Because Bitcoins in general, it was 12 bit cents, 0.12 of a Bitcoin, was worth $100. One Bitcoin was $100. So that led to about $12 for my 12 bit cents. Makes sense. Anyway, today, I went on about a week ago. I looked at Bitcoin's value, and they were $800 per Bitcoin. Now, I still had that 12 cents. I never used it because I couldn't figure out how to get it to transfer properly into a US dollar or Canadian dollar. More likely Canadian because I am a Canadian. But, so I went on and I thought, wow, now my $12 is worth like $96. And that's quite impressive for my $12 that started out. So I was really excited about this. Like, I forgot about this thing for like 6 months, and I came back and I had almost $100 sitting there. And I wanted to cash it out. So I found a website, Verwox. If you use Bitcoin, you probably know what that website is. It's kind of like the unlegit Bitcoin trading thing if you don't want to go through a actual stockbroker or Bitcoin trader. But they take like 18%. It's ridiculous. And I went and transferred my Bitcoins out, and I used it to buy a new headset, which is this one. And it sounds pretty good, so I thought, hey, I'd start making videos again, and I reactivated my WoW account after a couple months with some of that money. I got this thing working, got some games on Steam, and I thought, why not? Like, I've got all this stuff here, I've got games I like, and now I got a new headset because my old one broke, and that's how my channel started. So there's the story of how it all began in this little channel, all because of selling some items on Path of Exile many months ago. So that's my little tale. I thought I'd just get that out there because I was thinking about it today, and I realized that it's actually kind of a decent story when you think about it. Like, it's kind of got like a plot to it. Anyway, as far as Bitcoins and gold selling go, Bitcoins, I'm currently mining them with a cloud miner, using some of that money that I got. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. I just thought if I made $100 off it by random luck, maybe putting a little bit of that money back into it was a good idea. I put $20 back into it, so whatever comes out of it comes out of it. So it'll see how it goes. But that's not worth nearly as much because buying $20 worth of Bitcoins when they're worth $1,000 doesn't get you quite as many Bitcoins. It gets you like 0.2 or 0.02. I think that's what I ended up with, 0.027 or something. 0207. I don't know. Anyway, so on to gold selling. I think if people want to do their own thing, that they should be allowed to, because it creates a little bit of freedom in the economy too. Especially, I want to make sure I'm not coming across like my actions are okay, and that's why everyone else's should be, or worse, that my actions are okay and no one else's are. That's not what I'm trying to get at all. But what I'm really trying to get at is that through like creating a farming market, as long as you're not creating a bot market, that's the other thing is you gotta see it from their side. They don't want people farming and botting and all that junk because that just ruins the economy. And I agree there. Like, don't be farming and hacking or botting and hacking. Farming's okay as long as you're doing it yourself. I think that makes the economy go around a little bit because it creates a little bit of competition. It creates some gold market. You gotta think to get that gold from farming, you still gotta sell all the stuff to someone who's buying it with gold that they farmed in the economy somewhere themselves. And I'm not trying to sound too political on this, but I think it really improves the game's economy and your server's economy. Especially for my little dinky server, Cultiris. We have kind of a crap economy right now. I'm no economist or anything, economist. I don't know how you say it. I've had a long day. It's 10:10 right now, in the night. Anyway, it's not too bad, but right now it's kind of dropping. There aren't very many items on the market. I couldn't get enough profession. Like, if I went to go buy profession things, I use Taru WoW guides for that. The profession guides, he tells you what to buy entirely before you even start, like all the materials you'll need. And I couldn't find anything in the mid-level range at all on my server. And I don't know if that's everywhere or just my server. But then I come across a couple of the mid-level items that just have hundreds of them, like randomly there. And I don't know if that's people farming or people on their alts or gold farmers, but it helped out a lot. So that's kind of also influencing my opinion because I think it really adds to the economy. Sorry this commentary had to get so heavy all of a sudden. Well, not all of a sudden. It's kind of started with a heavy note. Didn't really get that light at all, actually. So I apologize, but I really had to get that story out, and I thought it'd be interesting and intriguing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe no one cares at all, but I thought it was pretty cool how that little bit of gold started everything. Actually, a little bit of chaos orbs and exalted orbs started everything. Anyway, since I'm on such a high note here without screwing up or anything or making any weird noises, I think I'm going to wrap this video up here right before the last boss so I can have a little bit of something to go on for the next video. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, please leave a comment as to why and leave a dislike so I know I should improve and not post things that aren't as good as they should be. Now, I'd just like to add something else. Please do not start any comments regarding opinions. Opinions are great, but everyone has them, and you're not going to change someone else's by yelling your own down their throat. So keep that in mind, and have a great day, everyone. Thank you.